Hello, and welcome to another RANGROO cast with me, RANGROO. And today we're doing a 1v1 on a day after. So at the bottom right in the blue, playing as Cartel, we got Mig. And up top in the red, playing as Chimera, we got the Commissar. And as usual, let's speed up the early game. So Mig going for 1 oil and 1 aluminum for now. Again, a HQ, a barracks, And the Commissar going for 1 oil and get a racks and already getting a spare vehicle payout extremely early. So a Puma Rush, I'm having a feeling we're going to be seeing a Puma Rush, and that's for sure. I do admit, I really do like his map, but I wish I see it a little bit more on the 1v1s because it's big. There's a lot of open maneuvers and, holding the side. This is real fun for, holding these areas. You get some real shoulder-to-shoulder battles here. But also it's not too big, like Battle Site 0, where the choke points are just ginormous and there's so many ways you can slip through the enemy defenses. Right here it's a little bit more streamlined, which is quite nice. So if you are smart, you can go around the side here. You got a nice little bit of no man's land. Commissar protecting his base, killing a lone Scorpio, and then moving up. Let's slow this down. What was this? Yeah, a Puma with 3 felons, and they're gonna be capping the bank using its transport capacity. Let's slow this down to normal speed. Now we've got another Scorpio being brought out from Mig. And there we got a lot of Pumas here, so they should be able to do the job. And that Jackal bugging out. Speedy Gonzalez. Yeah, make space, already got the vehicle bay up. Yeah, there's a vehicle bay. And after getting himself stood behind, a smart idea. Attack helicopters and big maps go hand in hand like mac and cheese. And Commissar is keeping his Pumas on the bottom on standby for now. He's moving some Pumas up top. He has got a lot of early forces. Definitely spending most of his money on his Pumas. Yeah, he really needs to make his early game aggression count for him or it will backfire. Because it's his money that he could have been spending on refineries and, making more money on the economic game. He's going to be moving back his Puma force down south, moving some infantry to capture the bank over here. And this Puma force is just having a nice kip and then falling back. I have to admit, that's a lot of pickup trucks. An awful lot of pickup trucks. And you've got a 1 lone SUV just for kicks. And they're very dirty. Someone needs to clean their car. A lot of people need to clean their car. But I guess that's what you get for living in a bloody desert. And the Pumas down south, moving up. But we do have a lot of Scorpios and some Super Hinds here. Or are there Super Hinds? Yeah, they are. So, yeah. Commissar can't really attack the enemy base. This is quite heavily defended. Makes us pumping out more units. That's again some AMOSs, which is an awfully smart idea. A nice sort of artillery piece. It's not that expensive, really. I mean, it will cost you a bit of aluminium, but you have that laying around when playing as Cartel and USA. You're not as dependent on the aluminium. And having those like mortar units mixed up with your light vehicle assault really helps with destroying enemy refineries. And a little bit of banks, so I don't know, mortars just don't really work all that well against banks, which is kind of a shame. And the Puma's going to be engaged in this refinery. And we've got Pumas over here, going to be moving up and doing a bit of an engagement. And yeah, that's not going to work out for him. Mig getting into range. Getting the AMOS is way too close. Micromanagement mismatch, yeah. And see, one of his AMOS is killed. But he did manage to save his base. Commissar is pumping out the Pumas. Got some Sentinel turrets for defense. And he is getting 18 missiles now. A very good idea. Because if you're going to be sticking with Pumas, you need the bloody Spike LR. Definitely adds a lot of firepower, an awful lot. Mixed in with a ninja, it's fantastic because you can do some long range bombardments. And these Pumas just moving right by again behind the enemy forces and targeting down the Amos's. That was pretty well executed. The AT missiles coming right in handy. And make all the other prototypes bay out, pumping out their Spectres, and this is gonna make Commissar's Puma strategy an awful lot harder. And this happens a lot with Chimera players. They stick in with the Pumas for the majority of the match, and then they get out-teched by heavy tanks. So I think it'll be in Commissar's best interest to start getting some better technology soon.
Stealth enemy unit detected.
Your Pumas can be quite useful in the late game, but more as a support unit, like a long-range AT unit. Because their missiles have stupid long range. I don't know if it's more or less range in the Javelin, but I'd like to say it's slightly more. Like those Spike LRs, they really mess up your day if they hit. And yeah, Commissar's is pumping out Pumas. He is getting a sealed protocol now, so I already guess he has a sword, even has a prison. That makes us pumping out the units, getting Spectre upgrades as well. Always useful to get those Spectre upgrades. And that's to speed us up a little bit more. Nake's getting his forces on the right hand side, sniping out the bank. Now the Jackal's gonna easily clear that out. It doesn't exactly one-hit kill, but nonetheless the bank is cleared. Now it's gonna be capping the top right hand side, and here comes all the Pumas. Now the Spectres, they are cloaked, and if they can get in close range, they do a lot of damage, but it's a lot of Pumas. Oh, will they win? They do have the Brem AT as well, but yeah, he just doesn't have enough Spectres. A rather small force. Pumas just winning in sheer numbers. And Maker really does need more Spectres. Let's take a look at his economy real fast. He's doing decently, you know. Got a little bit in reserve. Commissars, yes. Of course he has a lot of aluminium, because all he's doing is buying Pumas. And here comes the Commissar. Gonna be clearing out this refinery. The artillery turret now, they're not going to get built in time. And here comes the MI6. Will he be able to build it? Oh! He's focusing fire on the arty turret.
Stealth enemy unit detected.
And here comes two Spectres, but yeah, he doesn't manage to actually save his force, save his flank at least for a little bit. But he's definitely going to need to start pumping out even more Spectres. He really just needs to gear his economy towards that. And Spectres are quite expensive, so it will be slightly hard to do. You know, 1,000 or 750 aluminum. Now a little bit of a drop in the bucket. The Commissars is pumping out those Pumas, getting himself an outpost and another outpost. Maybe he's gonna transition into air game with all these outposts. You know, get the electricity up so you can get those air control towers. Because transitioning into the air game would be a rather smart idea. Get those pack FAs with the AT missile upgrade, and they can rack up those Spectres. Again, an income outpost for some extra moolah. Yeah, both sides not really building up too much of a force, taking their time. You know, Commissar would have expanded down south, exploiting these oil fields, and Meg doing it up top as well. So both sides have their corners of the map. So again, another sentinel turret, and is this more outposts, or that's a research and a defensive center? Yep. And we got even more Spectres. And then now Mig has a really nice force. And even a super hind to kick off, and it does have the napalm bomb upgrade. And nothing is more fun than a little bit of napalm. Well, fun for the user, not so much for the receiver. And yeah, I think we'll be able to do quite a lot of damage. There's not really that many Pumas here. You know, a few Sentinel turrets, but they don't even have the AT upgrade. Oh, this one does actually, so scratch that. But it shouldn't be too much of an issue. And here they go. The Jackal getting spotted. The AT missiles going off. Let's take us down to normal speed. Over the other few Exo Soldiers. And Exo Soldiers are quite scary. Just for some reason, they do a really good job of killing vehicles and mass. It's because the vehicles don't do, especially Spectres, don't do that much damage against infantry. Like, infantry like his can be a rather pain in the ass to deal with if you don't have mortars or snipers. So if an opponent does spam infantry against you, just get snipers, get jackals, whatever, because they're the best counter. Just an insta-kill to the face. And the Commissar does have an anti-ballistic center getting at Anthony, a rather a preemptive idea. I'd have to agree, and it's always a smart idea, because sometimes when you don't have that anti-nuclear weapon thingy, and you get nuked, it's just the end of the game. Yeah, Mig starting to actually using his big-ass force to harass, and yeah, he could definitely do a lot of harassing here. If he just starts attacking his supply line, he can cut off everything down here, or most of it. Yeah, both sides being really bloody passive, just staying in their bases, not really wanting to attack or commit, even though both sides have rather nice forces. You know, just playing that base building game. Anthony come now, got an air control tower, a smart move indeed. And Meg got 2 Tokamak generators, got a stealth lab. And if you do get, oh, he's getting the full control tower, which is smart. And I was about to say, if you're both doing this base building game, where you're just sitting in the base and building up your base, your best idea is usually just try and get the nuke out or super weapon out faster, and just hit them. Because if they're not going to attack you, you might as well, you know, take it easy. You know, do a bit of harassing, and then nuke them from afar at a safe distance. Or use lightning.
Stealth enemy unit detected.
There we go, Exo Soldiers attacking. Gonna be taking this bank, that's for sure. Those contractors, yeah, they don't stand a chance. They held out quite decently, but still not enough. Got a Pack FA. A rather cool Russian plane.
Stealth enemy unit detected.
And that is Mig just attack. You have 3 lines of Spectres. That's 1 line more than you really need. And that's just so many Spectres. If you have a force like this, use them. Don't just sit around attack.
Stealth enemy unit detected.
Because it's a wasted investment if they just sit in your base and look pretty. Even though they do look rather pretty, I will admit. I think it's because, you know, the turret's in the back. It's just such an odd looking tank. And the gun is so big. Look at that gun. It's called badass right now. It's going to be a gate on the Exo Soldiers, but the bank is going to get blown up before the Exo Soldiers even die. Got some Pack FAs flying around, firing off some ATGM missiles and then plugging out. The bank going down on the Exo Soldiers. Easy pickings. And here we go, here we go. The Puma's coming in, but there's just so many more Spectres in the Brem ATU. If he, yeah, he's just 2 shots of Pumas. So Mega's going to be able to clear this out, but there's even more, and this is the smart thing to do. Pumas keep them at range, at a distance, because they can even outrange a mighty Spectre main battle tank. Those Spike LRs, as I said, are rather scary. And forcing Mig to fall back, that was quite a heavy loss right there. Commissar playing it smart. And if you can use Pumas like this, where you can just keep range and kite the enemy or have a buffer, they're so bloody good. So yeah, Commissar is building up his base, getting air control towers. His Anthony's already filled up with 2 ready to shoot missile, or only 1 ready to shoot missile. I mean, it's rather, I mean, that's a big tube. Big tube for a rather thin missile. I guess it's all the exhaust flames and whatnot. Hey, we can even kind of look inside it by clipping through. Nice. And there we go, we got 2 force coming in. And only 1, yeah, oh, 2 missiles now, he's good. He's good. There goes 1. And there goes the other. That's a smart purchase, right? Yeah, now he's getting a second Anthony. So the full control tower scheme ain't gonna be working. I hope he has a anti-nuke thing of his own. Is he firing off another one?
Stealth enemy unit detected.
Yes, he is. And yeah, this ain't gonna work. The turtle's already been in place. This will be a very hard base to crack now. And now we got pack FAs. And Commissar, he's just taking the easy life. Camping in his base and using air superiority. And pack FAs, they are rather good with the AT missile upgrade. Just flying around doing their thing.
Stealth enemy unit detected. Stealth enemy unit detected.
And this will be a real tough nut to crack. I mean, artillery is probably the best bet at this point. He's getting some more racks. He's got 2, or you can get 2 super weapons. That's also a very, sorry, that's also a very valid thing you can do. Just buy so many super weapons that the enemy just can't counter it. Yo, Commissar's 1, 2, 3 missiles stocked up right now. So I don't know. Maybe Mig wants to get 5 of these. Here is a low and rare Earth, and he's moving up once again with a rather nice Spectra Force. Got some Vextras as well. Nicely got the double HP upgrade. And some Jackals. A rather nice mix.
Stealth enemy unit detected.
Those Packer FAs just eating away at the enemy base. And this is, I will admit, this is a rather common strategy you see in players just bunker up and then use planes to their fullest advantage. Because a lot of people don't, this is sort of an RTS thing. You don't really think about getting AA as almost priority unit when you get into a match like Active Aggression or Command and Conquer, really any other RTS game. You're thinking, what is the best ground unit I can use to pummel the enemy base into oblivion? And that's usually tanks. Planes and AA usually come second, because AA is only good against planes, and some matches you never see a plane in Active Aggression. So yeah, Mig's moving up his force, trying to keep him at range, and yeah, this is a... If he can at least get the Anthony's, he'd be good to go. Just focus him down to his super weapons and do the majority of the work. Yeah, his man's a kill too, so he's gonna lose. Is he gonna lose these? That'd be a tough loss. And you might want to think about getting some railgun turrets or some more automatics for AA defense. Mig's moving up, clearing out the last Anthony, and oh look at those Spectras go. Yeah, he really needs to kill his Pumas, because just look at all of those missiles. I mean, the automatics can kind of defend him, but okay, I lied, they can't. I mean, every volley is a dead Spectra, pretty much. Yeah, he's getting the light vehicle beta, smart choice. Stop any more from being built. Here comes some more Pumas coming in to save the day.
Stealth enemy unit detected.
But this ain't working out. Even though it does have the Breme to use, all these missiles at once is just an instant kill. Can he get super weapon fired up? Because he could totally hit all those Pumas. Oh no, he's getting close. Oh, now he's got the range. All we need to do is get a little bit closer, and now look, the Pumas are dropping like flies. Yo, it's not going to be enough. Yeah, super weapons should be ready. Oh, that's so close. So close. All he needs is literally 8 rare earth. But yeah, that was a rather good attack, even though Mig lost most of his units. He destroyed the Yatnis, he destroyed a couple buildings, and really he's just killing the Yatnis so he can get his super weapons fired up. I really hope he takes advantage of this, and damn, he really does not have any rare earth. Or it's just taking a while to get back to base. Because he may want to fire off sooner rather than later. He did kill the air control towers, which I just noticed, which is a huge boon. Stop those pack FAs from shooting your base up. And there comes a 4. And this will be the GG. Commissar just can't. He can't do anything now. He's been stunted. And yeah, look, the bottom side is all taken up.
Stealth enemy unit
4
detected.
super weapon drops. And here comes even more Spectres. That was a rather nice transition. Let's speed this up. Come on, let's just finish this off.
Stealth enemy unit
We all know
detected.
what the victor's gonna be. You know, the Spectres running around doing their thing. You know, down here it's just empty. No oil. Everything's been dried up.
Stealth enemy unit detected. Stealth enemy unit detected.
It's pounding away at bank. The bank's gonna die before the infantry do. Yeah.
Stealth enemy unit detected.
Now, Commissar, he just can't do anything. And just look at all its force. Yeah, Commissar surrenders. And that'll be a GG to me in the battle. And a rather good match. This is just another example of the Puma plays. Is that you can't just stick with Pumas. Because even though they are pretty good units, and nice, they're very cost effective. The 18 missile is beautiful when it lands on top of an enemy Spectra, but they just don't have the survivability. You really need those Terminators. Terminators are fantastic units. Get them, or Tigras. Both of those units are fantastic frontline units that work from the mid to the late game for Chimera forces. Not really Pumas. They're support units in the mid and the late game. And the Commissar, I mean, yeah, he did a rather decent job. And same with Mig, managing to break array at the Commissar's turtle base. He did the smart thing, moved up, destroyed the air control towers, and blew all of them up. Blew up the super weapons, so his bloody 4 control towers could hit down on the Commissar's base. And I think I could have gone a little bit well with Commissar if he just got, a bit more planes. Because if you're gonna turtle up and get plane spam, you can't just have 9 bomber planes. You got to do it the US rate. You got to get 30 F-35s that constantly conquer line into the enemy base. You really need to just get a lot of planes if you're going to plane spam a stupid amount. But yeah, a good match. I'll stop talking now. And yeah, this has been another RANGROO cast. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. And as usual, please just take it easy.